Hello and welcome to News Blitzer. It was certainly going to happen sooner or later. If anything, President Trump's first 100 days in power have shown that he is on a dictatorial binge, ignoring court orders, cozying up to dictators, curtailing free speech, targeting judges that rule against his administration, indulging in illegal government action and making efforts to undermine the Constitution, among other major lapses. The consequence of such conduct by the Trump administration strained government institutions, eroded public trust in the legal system, and cast doubt on the future of U.S. democracy and the rule of law. As a result, since over a month there have been ongoing demonstrations across America for the impeachment and removal of President Trump from office. These demonstrations have been both large-scale and consistent, starting with the hands-off protest at 1,200 sites across 50 states and entailing the participation of millions of Americans from all walks of life. Now, finally a resolution to impeach Trump has been filed. Indian origin representative from Michigan's 13th district, Shri Thanedar, has filed 7 articles of impeachment against President Trump. In his own words, here are the grounds on which Representative Thanedar of Michigan's 13th district is seeking the impeachment of Trump.
This is Congressman Shri Thanedar. Donald Trump has already done real damage to our democracy, but defying a unanimous 9-0 Supreme Court ruling, that has to be the final straw. It's time we impeach Donald J. Trump. The court said the wrongfully deported Kilmer Garcia must be allowed to return and receive due process. Trump ignored it. He ignored the Constitution. He ignored the very checks and balances that keep our democracy intact. This isn't an isolated incident. It's part of a dangerous, deliberate pattern. That's why today I introduced a resolution to impeach Donald J. Trump, outlining 7 articles of impeachment. Article 1. Obstruction of justice and abuse of executive power. From denying due process to unlawful deportations, Trump defied court orders. Article 2. Taking away Congress's power of the purse. Trump dismantled agencies and froze funds without permission from Congress. Article 3. Abuse of trade powers and international aggression. He imposed damaging tariffs and threatened military invasions of our allies. Article 4. Violation of First Amendment rights. He has retaliated against journalists, attorneys, and critics for exercising their right to free speech. Article 5. Creation of an unlawful office establishing the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, and giving Elon Musk unconstitutional power over our government and personal data. Article 6. Bribery and corruption. He has dismissed criminal cases and solicited payments from foreign governments and coerced legal settlements for personal and political gain. Article 7. Tyrannical overreach. Finally, and most importantly, he is attempting to consolidate unchecked power and erode the constitutional limits of the presidency. In this country, we have presidents, not kings. That's not just misconduct, it's impeachable misconduct. This isn't leadership, it's tyranny. If we let this stand, we are saying the president is above the law, that the United States Constitution is optional. I won't be silent, and I'm calling on all my colleagues, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, to stand up with me. Enough is enough. Donald J. Trump must be impeached.
Further, in a statement on his website, Thanedar emphasized that the American people deserve leadership rooted in accountability and integrity, not authoritarianism. This is not about partisanship. It's about protecting our democracy and ensuring that no one, not even a president, is above the law, he said. Thanedar also added, his unlawful actions have subverted the justice system, violated the separation of powers, and placed personal power and self-interest above public service. We cannot wait for more damage to be done. Congress must act. Donald Trump was previously impeached twice during his first term between 2017 to 2021 but was acquitted both times by the U.S. Senate. The latest effort to impeach Trump reflects ongoing socio-political tensions in the U.S., but given the current congressional makeup, it is largely about making a statement than achieving any legal outcomes. The likelihood of these articles leading to a third impeachment and conviction is extremely low this time round. This is because Republicans currently hold majorities in both the House and Senate, requiring a simple majority in the House to pass articles of impeachment and a two-thirds majority in the Senate for conviction. But the matter does not end there. It indicates what lies ahead for Trump after next year's midterm polls. Various latest surveys about Trump's performance show that close to 60% Americans on an average rate his performance as poor on all fronts, be it immigration or economy or foreign relations. What this means is that if Trump does not embark on drastic course and conduct correction, the Republicans will lose control of both houses after the midterm poll coming up next November. Whether Trump will do such a course correction is a moot question because, as demonstrated, with limited political experience and having been parachuted as a presidential candidate in 2016, Trump knows no other method of running government than the way he has runs his personal fiefdom, which is largely a story of failed businesses. If he does not, and the Democrats gain control of both houses after the midterm polls next year, a conclusive effort to impeach Trump on the same grounds on which Thanedar has filed the articles of impeachment against Trump will certainly ensue. And since the Democrats will have the needed majority in both houses after the midterm polls, it is beyond doubt that President Trump's subsequent impeachment under changed majorities in the two houses will lead to his removal from office by 2027. The only way this can be prevented and the GOP saved untold humiliation, is for the GOP, which is looking at a political debacle nationwide, to evict him before he is impeached. Such impeachment in the future is also likely to be bipartisan. Many Republican senators have already publicly spoken against him and the manner in which he is running the administration. There is also growing discontent within the Republican Party over Trump's conduct of affairs of state. It is damaging the GOP enormously. Republicans too will have to act to protect the long-term political interests of the GOP. Do use the comments box to let us know your thoughts on the issues, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to this channel for cutting-edge news, analysis and special reports. Thanks for stopping by.